Mental health issues are no longer hidden problems. Globally, they affect millions of people every single day. According to World Health Organization, about 1.1 billion people are living with mental health disorder. That is roughly 1 in 7 people, and with the ratio growing every single day. And yet, in many communities here in Canada, particularly immigrant and faith-based groups, seeking help is still seen as a sign of weakness, or simply not the first option on the table. That is where a local company called Ruh Care steps in. The origin of Ruh Care is personal. The founder did not just start this as a business opportunity. He began this venture because he also underwent deeply humane struggles. Here is his story.
The story actually starts in the pandemic. It's like a pandemic baby, actually, like many other initiatives. I moved to a new city. I'm a social person, like being around people, but I moved to Toronto for my master's. And it was a pandemic time with a lockdown, social isolation. And you wake up in the morning, you go to class on Zoom, and you pretty much sleep the night, and then you do that for months and along the way. And so for me, I was stuck in that depressive loop, like doing the same thing again and again. And so I started looking for solutions for myself. Like I was going through my own mental health challenges, and I was looking to get help myself. And when I looked around, there's not many things that were available at the time. A lot of Muslim mental health solutions were waitlisted. A lot of the solutions that are general in mental health were either Buddhist in nature or secular in nature. I tried them out, didn't really resonate too much with it. It helped me a little bit, but not too much. And I asked around, and people felt the same way, that existing mental health solutions weren't really working for them.
It's that lived experience which gives Ruh Care its authenticity, because the larger statistics show that the need is massive globally. Fewer than 1 in 10 people with depression actually get adequate treatment. And across many low, middle-income countries, the number is far lower, which is absolutely crazy. The treatment gap is enormous.
So, subhanAllah, when we started to where it is now, it has come a very long way. And if I'm being honest, I personally didn't even think we would be here. We didn't even think about having a therapy platform to begin with. Allah has opened doors from places we never imagined, brought people in our life, in our team, that added so much value to the team, mashallah. Somehow continue to get lucky with great team members that join the team that make the magic happen. So I'm immensely proud of our team, alhamdulillah, that makes the magic happen. There's about 18 core team members on the team, the admin, operations, marketing, programs, and so on. And about 38 therapists that are really providing the care. So our role as team members is to serve our therapists, and that way we fill their cup so that they can fill the cup of our clients, alhamdulillah.
So the question becomes, how do we encourage someone who has never opened up about mental health to reach out, especially when in many cultures, therapy is still taboo?
If someone listening here is feeling the same way I was in the COVID time, I would tell them that subhanAllah, help is available. When I reflect back as well, just zooming out a little bit, 10 years ago, in our masjids, in our Muslim spaces, we wouldn't be talking about mental health. Now, we have conferences on mental health. We have khutbahs on mental health. We are talking about mental health on TV here. There's so much conversation and dialogue, but not only there's a lot of resources and access that was created over the last 10 years. We're in a really good time. There's a lot of resources available. There's a lot of support available. It's on us now as a community to actually tap into that and leverage that and benefit from it. Alhamdulillah, there's so much support available. So my advice, if I were to go back and even tell that to myself, would be access those resources. Don't let stigma. Sometimes ego blocks people from accessing care. There's so many other reasons people have a lot of misconceptions. Don't let that block you from accessing care. Think about the cost of inaction. What is the cost of inaction of you not getting that care versus you getting it? There's so much benefit there. So my advice would be, there's support available. Feel free to reach out and access it and benefit from it, inshallah.
Accessibility matters. Globally, the median number of mental health workers is only 13 per 100,000 people, and in many low-resource settings, the number is far lower. Ruh Care's model of online and remote access Culturally aligned therapist and simplified intake is all about bridging that gap.
SubhanAllah, next 5 years are very exciting. There's a lot to come for us, SubhanAllah. The more we kind of do this work, the more it feels like we're just scratching the surface. SubhanAllah, recently, more and more, we're starting to do more masjid counseling programs. So one good thing now is that, alhamdulillah, we have the technology infrastructure for Muslim mental health care built in, right? For us to be able to launch programs, it's pretty easy. We can do that within a week. So whether that be a masjid looking to launch their own counseling program, an Islamic school that is looking to kind of offer, counseling for their students, MSAs, employers wanting to have, therapy services for their employees. We've done all of that, alhamdulillah, and there's so much more to be done there as well. And when we think about it from a geographic perspective as well, alhamdulillah, in Canada, there's about 35 therapists coast to coast from, Windsor to Vancouver, alhamdulillah. So there's a wide service coverage from, male, female therapists to gender diversity to, languages. The 17 languages served, alhamdulillah, in the community. So there's someone everyone can relate with. That has broken a lot of barriers. So we really look at the financial barrier. There's financial assistance for people who can't afford it. We also accept insurance, language, culture, faith, and accessibility. All these barriers have been broken in the Canadian end. But a lot of these barriers still exist in many other communities. So our next big focus for the next 5 years, inshallah, is going to be the U.S. as well. A lot of the U.S. community members are underserved. So goal is we launch in a new state. And the U.S. is very regulated, so we have to launch state by state. So we launch in a new state, try to break all these 5 barriers, right? And we launch in another state, break these 5 barriers. Really create access to mental health care. That's really the goal. The vision really is that we're a trusted resource for Muslim mental health care that's Islamically aligned and it's giving you the best quality of care that we can deliver, inshallah. So a lot of work to be done, alhamdulillah, but it's very exciting, alhamdulillah. It's very fulfilling work overall.
The challenge is clear. Likely someone around you, someone close to you, could benefit from Ruh Care. Share this coverage with someone and everyone you care about. Let's do our part in eliminating the stigma, one conversation at a time. You're watching GTM Muslims Today. I'm your host, Moaeez Rehman.